Let's dial that back and throw the fish back. I'm hungry.
Welcome to the... I'm laughing so hard I almost said our old podcast name. Welcome to the Podcast of Stuff, episode...
What the
160.
Apparently they're recording it right now. Jewelry Bonnie's VA was just like, yo, I'm doing Jewelry Bonnie for Stampede, y'all. Oh, what? Oh, I gotta delete the tweet? Alright, I didn't say that. Oh, I'm not Jewelry Bonnie no more? Okay, I accept that. I'm gonna spoil My Little Pony for anybody cares. Nobody cares. I'm gonna spoil. So, one of the episodes, I think it's episode 23 or so.
Spike.
I'm not talking. There are 3 characters who have been little kids since episode 1. They've always been little kids. Episode 1. I saw a screenshot of them as adults, and I'm like, oh, the last episode's the time skip. I can't handle this. I need to see all of this. So I just went, last Saturday, I went, okay, I need to just sit down and watch all the rest of MLP. So episode 23, they wish themselves to be older. So I was just like, oh, so it's not a future episode. Hey, chickadee, check that out. Future episode 26. 20 years, what I assume is in the future. Everybody grown up.
Mm-hmm.
Old characters are dead. They're just like not even mentioned. Applejack, she's got her grandma. Her name is Granny Smith. She's got this neckerchief, this orange neckerchief with apples on it. Applejack show up wearing that neckerchief. I'm like, Granny Smith dead. I don't need this. Why y'all doing that? And they went, this our last episode? Word? Guess what? Applejack and Rainbow Dash are married. What y'all gonna do? Cancel us? Middle fingers up. Chuck Huber in this bit.
Chuck Huber had an affidavit in Vic Mignogna's case.
He
that,
carpet bombed Funimation. He opened up his butt cheeks and went, I'll see y'all later. And he flew away while farting.
Yeah. Basically, it was like...
right on Sabbath's desk and went, peace out.
Yeah. For whatever reason, he mentioned Sabbath a bunch, even though he's not involved in the lawsuit at all. And then other disparaging things about Funimation. And, he's uber toast. Android 17? Yeah, no. New voice.
I'm done recording him. I checked this out.
Yikes, what the hell possessed him to do that?
He's a very good friend of Vic.
Literally. And now
not
Vic
an
is stepping for
excuse.
some push. He getting it from all sides.
Have you touched it since Critical Mode came out?
No. I beat the game. I got to level 100 and made the ultimate Keyblade and then put it down.
The revamped combat system for Critical Mode actually is kind of fun.
See, that's not... I don't really... The gameplay aspect of it isn't what's pushing me away. I enjoyed the gameplay immensely.
Okay.
It's how... Talking about going back to things that nosedive at the end... That's how I felt about this game. The ending just... It Mass Effect 3'd me.
Oh, God.
Are you talking about the ending or the lead up to the ending and all that?
The ending.
Okay. No, I dig it. I was about to say, but that was a good hurt. I think that was a fantastic hurt because that was the biggest okie doke I've ever experienced.
Yeah, I agree with DA here.
It wasn't a cheap thing. They just played with your emotions and then they just took it away from you. I really enjoyed that. I can't see how that's a negative for you, other than it made you feel something you didn't want to feel.
No,
in which case, success.
I was expecting more finality.
Whoa, that sounds like an error on your own part there.
Absolutely.
Because Nomura said going into the release, this isn't the final game. It's the closing of Xehanort's saga, not Sora's story.
There's something I'm reading right now called Comey Can't Communicate. And it's just this girl.
Yes! Yes! I love that!
My dude, get in there!
Ain't
that the best?
It is so pure.
Ain't it the best?
Oh my God.
What the fuck just happened?
I've been recommending this manga to Kelly forever because it is a very, very nice slice of life / romance manga, and it is fucking adorable. All the
It's
characters
the
are
best.
amazing.
And if you said, why do you like that? I'd be like, characters. And I'd shut up for a million years because the characters, all you need are those characters. I'll say this. You give me good characters, you 50% of the way. Give me great characters, you 80% of the way. And that's got amazing characters. And there's so many of them. They just start piling and piling and piling. It's just like these dumb characters with these dumb one quirks. But they're all together and they're in these situations that make them great. And Comey's so great. And I just love this dumb show. And I just like, what characters? And I start getting all defensive, like, I can't like characters. What's wrong with Shut up! But it's just a really good, it's funny, it's pure. Romance is good, it's sweet. It's just an amazing manga. And I'm just like, I can't put this down. I'm so glad that there's like 400 chapters of it. Spike is huge. He was tiny, and now he's huge. And I went, mother, they got me. They got me. They got me. I'm the fool. It is a time skip episode. Twilight's huge. Pinkie Pie, she's got a child with Weird Al's character. Rainbow Dash and Twilight and Applejack are together. What are y'all doing? What happened there? Rarity, my girl Rarity, this whole time she's like, yo, I can only make dresses for ponies. That's my specialty. And she comes in like, I just came from the Yaks fashion show that I did, and I was making dresses for Yaks. And I'm like, you doing it? You out here doing it? Everybody doing big boy things. I loved it. My goodness. Boy, I was inconsolable. Because there was this last, like, 3-minute song where they're just going through Ponyville and they're showing all these old characters and these dead characters. And they got their pets. And Applejack had this dog. Dog ain't there, but the dog puppies are there. They're not showing gravestones or anything, but that dog dead. And you don't want to think about that. Oh, man, I'm just sitting there just like, oh. And they had, my goodness. They had the replacement main six, which was called the student six, the yak, the dragon, blah, 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 blah. Lil Yak. She was the littlest yak. She was just a little yak. All the yaks that they showed, she was always the littlest. They showed her for one scene, and she a big yak now. And that got me. I was like, oh, she's so big now. Oh, that got me. They showed her for one scene. I'm like, oh. And then the final shot is just like, they're all just on the hilltop and they're just happy and they're just alive. And the episode 1, book opens and they start talking. This episode, book closes. I'm like, boom, inconsolable. I'm just like, I'm like, this dumb show got me like this. This dumb show for little girls got me like this. I'm getting mad at myself. I'm like, man, I'm glad ain't nobody around. Somebody walking in like, you all right? I'm like, oh man, I could have something spicy. You know I could have some spicy stuff. And I'm like, my little brothers were playing Smash. I'm like, I want to play Smash. I want to just get this feeling. I just sat there in silence. I don't sit in silence ever. I just sat there in pure silence, just like, I don't want to do anything. It's over. And I hate it that it's over. But it's so good to the last moment. And they're visibly older as well. They got all these great haircuts and their great outfits and stuff. And it's just like, oh. So yeah, My Little Pony is over. A curious event of rain of fish occurs every year in the city of Euro in Honduras, where hundreds of fish rain from the sky. And that's the end of the fact. There is nothing else. Not what causes it. Not nothing. It's just that.
Why are we looking into this?
What was this? Hold on.
We are like a new plague.
We're
Every
getting
year.
You said in Honduras?
Yep, rain of fish.
Honduras.
We learning.
Hey, you know what? I put Honduras rain, and the first thing is raining fish. Okay.
Like, no, we got it, homie. Save your clicks.
We know what you're here for. Say that keyboard. Them keystrokes.
Nobody
ain't needed.
searches Honduras. We know.
Yeah, it's weather report.
Basically. Bro, what's going on? Ain't nobody
on?
talking about that. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation.
What the?
Any
Okay.
information there, Mike?
Hold on.
He's reading it and he is in disbelief because it's true.
Known as the Lluvia de Peces, or rain of fish, it is said to occur at least once and sometimes twice in a year in a small town of Yoro. During a massive rainstorm, hundreds of small silver fish supposedly rain down from the sky onto the streets of the small town. Sometimes having a town since the 1800s. Flopping,
It
small,
just happens.
still living fish. Witness the event.
Still living?
Sightings of such phenomena, though the proof that the fish were coming from the sky and not another source remained elusive. Known as animal rain, this weather phenomenon has been reported around the world for centuries, though the scientific understanding of it still remains sketchy. So they don't know!
Scientists say,
Like,
We're looking into climate change. They know how CO2 affects the ozone, but they can't figure out why fish is coming from the sky
yearly.
yearly.
This ain't like it happened twice over a century. This is like every year.
Sometimes twice.
Hold on.
Clock to these fish.
By and large, reports of animal rain generally concern fish and frogs, but other far more disturbing reports have been told of birds, snakes, foot-long alligators, jellyfish, mice, spiders, and even a, quote, rain of flesh and blood. What the hell is wrong with our planet?
Cancel humanity. It's over.
What the hell?
We lost the war on AIDS. Get them in there for this blood and flesh.
Yeah. Rip on AIDS. We done there.
We beat polio. Humanity won something.
Hey, yo, can we get 2 scientists on here? No. We need to see how this monkey reacts to this flamethrower, you see. Very important. He doesn't like it. Write it down.
Okay, y'all are done with that? There's still 3 more monkeys.
So you know
you
what?
have to keep testing and retesting for science.
You know what? This Friday is Friday the 13th. It's going to be a full moon. It's also my birthday, so I'm fully expecting animal rain now.
You done seen a fish. You saw the process of me catching the fish.
Hello, everyone.
Let's not have that happen. Let's dial that back and throw the fish back. I'm hungry.
Welcome to I'm laughing so hard I almost said our old podcast name. Welcome to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 160.
Apparently they're recording it right now. Jewelry Bonnie's VA was just like, yo, I'm doing Jewelry Bonnie for Stampede, y'all. Oh, what? Oh, I gotta delete the tweet? Alright, I didn't say that. Oh, I'm not Jewelry Bonnie no more? Okay, I accept that. I'm gonna spoil My Little Pony for anybody care. Nobody care. But I'm gonna spoil. So, one of the episodes, I think it's episode 23 or so.
Spike.
I'm not talking. There are 3 characters who have been little kids since episode 1. They've always been little kids. Episode 1. I saw a screenshot of them.
Smack song. What the hell?
What? Hold on. Why? How? Why would you think that?
It literally sounded like the start of one of the Godsmack songs I know. I am completely serious.
Please mention the song.
I am. I'm making sure I know the right one.
Because you wrong.
Like, a big band song sounds like Godsmack? Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 162. I'm still struggling to figure out this correlation.
I don't remember the song.
Move along.
I'm
All right.
looking for it.
So it has been a couple weeks. Hello. Due to stuff that personal stuff for me last week, as well as DA getting
Randomly called into work.
I was about
No
to say
need to sugarcoat or-
suckered into work, but that even seems wrong. I don't know
I
why I
just
thought
slept.
that. Wait, did you say you just slept?
Yep, I just slept.
So you could have.
Huh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I was up for like until about 3 p.m. and I worked
Hmm.
overnights,
Mm.
and I have to leave out of here at about 8:20.
Where do you work now?
I work just at a McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Night shift though. Oof.
Night shift. Yeah, it
Well, I guess-
allows me to do school stuff in the morning.
I was about to say.
Okay.
I guess like yeah, it would suck, but there's no one, so I guess you're probably not like doing anything.
Also, just the duality of how you work at McDonald's and your brother used to work at Burger King. Just the duality of this
Hey,
is just
he got out the the overall goal is to get out the business.
You're not supposed to stay there.
yeah.
People up there like I'm here. I've been here for 15. Why?
DA was at that BK for like 6 years, and I just saw it on him. I'm like, well, time to start looking for the tap out.
Mhm.
Hard tap out.
Yeah, there's people that I worked at Kmart that were at Kmart for like 40 years.
The term
I don't
lifer
see
comes
how.
to mind. Yeah.
Well, at the 30-year point, you're just like, all right, you know,
You know what? I get it for the older people because
fit
they.
me up for a Target casket.
I get it for the older people because they didn't have stuff like online school or conveniences. At this point,
Yeah.
how do you not?
Plus,
Yeah.
Target's,
Well-
Target's like 13 an hour. It's not bad.
Well, those people, they ain't gonna be working there much longer because that Kmart's a closing. The one that I worked at. It's about to be bye-bye.
And who knows? DA's BK might go the way of the mac and cheese shop in the Rensen.
Nah,
No.
nah.
No.
I think
There's too niche.
I think
mac
a
and
lot
cheese
of
shop.
I think a lot of the Ranson stuff is only really popping during like conventions and stuff. It doesn't matter the convention, so don't just say YomaCon during conventions.
Mhm.
Whereas the BK, McDonald's, the stuff people know, even Zoops gets business throughout during the lunch
you
rush.
gotta walk up there going, yeah, I want to spend $10 on some mac and cheese, as opposed to I'll spend $5 to get a full meal.
Yeah, it's a novelty for people that haven't had it before. You might like it, and you might go,
You'll go back
once
there
a month.
once or twice.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're not going there.
And even
all
like
the-
non-convention times, is there anything that's connected to that skywalk that goes into the hotel across the street? Like, is there
No.
continuing skywalks?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
there is, but it goes into the courthouse.
Okay.
Because yeah, like I know for the Columbus Convention Center, it's directly connected to the Nationwide building, which is a giant office for Nationwide. So a lot of people just go to the food court at the convention center for lunch. But I don't see. I'm not sure what work buildings are close enough to the Rensen that could do that too.
There's a fair amount, but again, the mac and cheese was fairly niche.
Yeah.
But when I went up to that Burger King to get a letter of recommendation from my old boss, they were just like, "Yeah, we're just gonna be here," because they started working there, so they're just like, "No, it's easy money, not a whole lot of work, so we're gonna keep this place open." I think they're gonna renew the lease this year, so yeah, that place ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
just gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how just YomaCon develops after this year, especially with it no longer being a 24-hour con.
What?
The new rules of the TCF Center stipulate that
Oh wait, no. The TCF Center has always been closed off. at a
there's
certain
no
time, I think.
plans to move the con at the moment back into the Rensen.
It can't. It's too big.
Yeah, it's too
Yep.
big. But no, the TCF has always had a hard outpoint. I remember the first time we did YomaCon Battle Opera, which was 2000. I want to say 12. Yep,
Been a while.
2012.
Me?
No, I do that. It was 2012. They had to have all the tournaments out by like 11 p.m.
Really? I
So,
thought
yeah.
the game room was 24 hours.
No.
Oh.
The game room in the Ren Sin is 24 hours. This was before the only thing that ran at the Kobo at the time, or whatever the Kobo was at that time,
Yeah.
was the gaming tournaments.
Because apparently
separate
gaming
them.
room last year was 24 hours. So a lot of the complaints or people I'm seeing on Facebook are complaining about.
Well, Nate's
Is
stuff
that
almost
last year?
runs that long too.
Yeah.
Way into the wee hours.
Yeah. So there's going to be a hard cutoff at midnight now for everything. And
Midnight?
Oh, that's
Yep.
not good.
What?
I figured it was
Yep.
gonna be like 2 a.m.
No, hard shutdown at midnight. That's what everybody's. That's what Youmacon said in the release. No. It was somebody dug up the rules. There can't be any like public event going on past midnight of the TCF rules.
That
So
seems
it's gonna be-
odd.
I'm gonna wait for an official
Youmacon.
schedule.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
that, or-
The fact that nothing's come out yet is still troubling.
I mean, they're still
I mean,
announcing guests, so
yeah, no, they're not. They haven't announced a legit guest in like a month.
you say legit guests.
Because of top players and rappers.
Well, at least they finally got a DJ. Took them long enough, but they got one.
Man.
All right. So
Yeah, Yoma's developing into a pretty interesting scene.
Yep. It's 2 weeks. It's or 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away.
3 weeks away.
3 weeks away.
If nothing
That's-
else, it'll be a hang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not worried about it.
It snuck up.
Not really. It's kind of just it's been steadily approaching for me.
I
It's
just-
snuck up.
Yeah, it snuck up. This holiday or this fall has just been like Zoom for me.
I'm also big sad. I can only do 2 of the 3 videos I wanted to do now.
Mhm.
I was converting some of my footage, but I ran out of space. So I woke
You
up to it
guys?
going,
Don't look at me.
yeah,
This
this
is
is
VG's
this-
operation.
this is basically me over here now. I'm over here now. But yeah. So I ran out of space in my main hard drive. I mean, not my main hard drive, but my computer hard drive. So the problem was I had plenty of space on my external, but it was all coming to my computer one. So I woke up to
Yeah.
like half the footage not done.
Yeah, you
Big
can
rip.
you can
So I started it again, and it didn't finish until like 6 hours later. And I had started it right before I went to sleep,
Mhm.
which would have, I would have woke up and just started stuff. Couldn't
and
do
you
that
got
anymore.
and you can air quotes edit on an external. It's just kind of torturous. Just
Yeah, it's not
because
great.
anytime you click off of Vegas and go back into Vegas, you sit there for 35 seconds while it
Mhm.
finds your shit again.
Yup.
So, yes, it's not bad.
So
Yeah, but no. Drew is referencing, by the way, is he's going for an IT job.
Good for him. You gotta get out of the
You
businesses.
gotta get.
I've actually
Mhm.
I've
before
actually-
you get trapped.
Yeah. I've been talking to a bunch of like friends like from high school and stuff like that. And a friend of mine actually, Ralph, asked about the classes that Kelly's taking and like
Oh.
info about it. So he's a car mechanic, so he's just like, I'm coming home in pain every day. And this is coming from a very staunch Republican. He's just like, as Obama once said, it's time for change. I'm like, oh, all right, buddy.
Yikes.
He
Yikes.
found him a good one.
Yeah. So
I lucked out, but I also didn't luck out.
No. You searched. You sat for them months looking for something good.
Exactly. I got lucky because I just sort of bumbled my way into it, but I also didn't get lucky because it was just months of me going, I guess it just isn't happening. What now? What do I go back? Of course I don't go back, but I can't go to something just like a step above. What now?
Yeah.
So you got that weight on your head where you're just like, yeah. So yeah, take them risks.
yes.
Oh yeah. Agreed.
Take the risks if you can afford to take risks at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I don't want no kids. I don't want no kind of attachments.
Bruh,
None
do you know how
of
many
that.
people
I
ask
don't
me,
want-
do you have any kids? I'm like, no. Why not?
Why not?
Because my ain't together.
You know what I'm saying?
So why would I bring a kid in?
Man.
I know.
People
Too
just like,
many
people are just
about
auto
kids.
just like, yo, you're 25, 26, kid time. Like,
No, it ain't.
Fam, I'm 30. It's not kid time.
It ain't
not.
kid time.
These are conversations I've had with various friend groups. I was never expecting to have these conversations on the podcast.
Bruh, we done talked about everything on here. We haven't, and you're going, we're never going to talk about the times to have kids.
It's too normal.
I talked about someone getting shot.
It's too normal of a conversation to have for this podcast.
In a sense, it's not. It's a social commentary thing.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Right in.
It is interesting just because, like, I do a lot of online dating, and I'm at a point in my life where I could feasibly have kids and not be.
You could. You make a 6-figure salary.
Not be a thing. Well, not be a thing. Saying like having children is not a thing. But the problem is, most of the girls that I find that I'm interested in just staunchly are no kids, which is a thing with like our age group. And I'm just like, damn, come on.
No. Here's the thing.
No, it's a real thing.
I want kids, but just when I'm ready.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're stable.
Everything has to be together.
Yep.
Or at least 85% of you should be together.
That's a
my
solid
dad,
percentage.
My dad, growing up, my dad always said, don't have a kid until you own a car, you own a home, and you've got at least 6 figures in the bank. That's when you can safely as a kid.
Own a home, that's a little much. But I'll be seeing girls with like 3 kids and a stroller getting on a bus. I'm like, what are you doing?
It's the same out here. It's thing is, you're living in that realm, in this bottom tier area that we've existed in for pretty much our entire lives. That's the norm. They're going to be broke forever, so they just have a bunch of kids, and most of them end up on the government support system.
It ain't just broke people.
Want it hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Like there's
like,
been
they're proud of going. I'm just gonna go on Section 8.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be proud of it?
I'm gonna have another kid so I can get more money. I keep seeing it.
There is multiple, like, another thing with me and like online dating. I very much want to start a family with someone. I don't want to
come into.
I could do it. I just would rather start a family.
I am fine with that because in Detroit is pretty much a guarantee that you're gonna have to deal with somebody that has a kid. Coming out here having kids at 17, you're not coming into a situation.
Well, that's the thing though.
In 80%
with
of the time,
0 kids.
80, like most of the time, you just gotta know. Oh, she got a kid or 2.
Yeah. So, but that's actually true with online dating too, where it's just like you're going through. It's like, oh, this girl's cute. It's like. And, like, this has been a thing even when I was, like, in the mid-20s to early 20s. Where it's like, like, spunky, carefree, mother to 3 beautiful girls. It's like, whoa! Hold on!
You 21!
So that's for me. Young. It's just like... Yeah, it's just like a lot of people started very, very young or just had some relationships that went south and they had kids and are just... going the single mom route, which power to them. Or
they went wild in their late teens, early 20s, and it's just like, oh, I'm pregnant now. Don't even know which guy.
Yeah,
that's why I'm so glad that I'm so lame.
I love being a lame, but the thing is, being lame is really like in right now, and I'm just like, ooh. That Sunday I didn't come back. It was because I was at an Airbnb with a girl like the whole day. Because they just like lameness now, and it's how
because that comment could be taken a multitude of ways. It could be taken how BG's taking it right now. The other way that I thought was like, I'm so lame. I don't have to worry about kids because I'm not getting laid. Hey.
See, that's the Mike side of the coin. Then there's the BG side of the coin.
No, DA is super charismatic. He could bust down a bit real quick if he wanted to.
Oh,
yeah. I'm ugly, but I'm funny.
Bro, that's what you gotta be. You gotta be a funny man.
And I my funniness outweighs my ugliness. So it's just like, hey, see, I'm up there.
On top of that, DA is insane.
Yes.
So
never a question.
He can take something innocuous and run with jokes with it and make people laugh off it. I need to hear what you said to make a joke out of it. DA could just go, oh, I just brought this up. Hey, here's like 3 jokes with it.
Mike saw that with that waitress.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I need to have a conversation with you, and then it's just like, something just clicked there. Here's a joke for you.
Yeah. I'm
humor.
I'm a solid
Howard
5.
has got something at least.
I'm a solid 5 of just average.
A 5 in all markets.
Yep.
Hey, baby, you want safe? You want predictable? Come on in.
Here's my Tesla. Here's my house. Here's my penis.
Are you a fan of
You
milk?
in or out?
What are we doing here?
Hello, madam. Are you a fan of milk toast? Well, if you
Sign this contract here and we can start this courtship.
Have you walked into the right situation here?
Oh boy.
Basically, for me, if girls like stories, they will be happy with me because they will be hearing the same 8 stories about 12 times because I will forget that I told you them all the time.
You're like the grandpa at the fucking family reunion that just has Alzheimer's. It's fine. Some women like that, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
No, my best right now is basically like 27-year-old moms because they've been mostly done dirt in life.
And now they're ready for that lame.
And they want somebody to hear them out. And I am a great listener. I will listen to you. I will respond in kind, and I will throw in some laughs. And that's what they're looking for.
Mostly it's Detroit. It's mostly the thug dudes. It's just like, as you get older, you either stay on that course or you get off that train.
I don't see how anybody stays on that course.
Yeah, it's
dude, I saw some 42-year-old dude with his pants like down to here,
like,
listening to some. I'm like, this is not you, or it is you, and it's even sadder.
So
you can't buck trans in your 40s.
Not in that same vein, but I had something kind of similar happen to me this past week where I was driving to get lunch, and I'm at a traffic light, and next to me, some guy has his windows down, and it's just hardcore gangster rap, N-words everywhere, just let them pussy soak, just blaring. I'm like, and I wasn't looking at the guy. I'm like, this is like fucking high school shit. Like, what? Why are you doing it? So I'm turning left. He's pulling straight. So as the light turns green, as he pulls ahead of me, I look to my right, and it's like a 20-something's white dude. I'm like, oh no!
Oh, what are you doing, sir?
No!
Let me mentor you on how wrong you are.
Like, you are in the middle of like white, rich suburb area, and it's just hardcore.
That's why.
Yeah,
that's it. That reminds me of some people I knew back home too. Same deal.
But it's like,
what are y'all doing?
What do you get from listening to music that loud? And
I will never understand these people.
It's rebellion. It's my parents don't like it, so I gotta listen to it.
No. I totally understand the white dude. Yeah. What do you get from blasting music?
Yes. That is my thing. Like
rebellion.
That.
Again, it's a rebellious thing. Everyone else listens to the music quietly in their car. I'm gonna prove them that I'm better than that.
Well, you fucking blare it. Just have your damn windows
bigger
up.
Balls. That's it. It's just a matter of I don't care what you think. I've got bigger balls.
Freaking sitting down at a Wendy's and somebody at a booth over just playing music. It's like, go to a dollar store and get a pair of headphones.
I was on the bus the other day, and this dude had one of those big carry-on speakers.
Oh
and
no!
What are you
doing?
And he just has it up to his head like this. Why do you not have headphones at that point? It's literally to your ear anyway.
Nah.
I hate people.
Bro, I hate people.
People, I'm not even kidding. When I worked the overnights back in Syracuse, there was a dude who brought in.
Oh, we're never going to get to these topics.
Giant beat pill.
Just change that title. These topics are dead. This
Normal
is all
cast.
day. Go ahead, Ro.
This giant Beats pill, and he would just bring it every aisle and every piece of fucking produce that he would stock. And every one of us were like, dude, can you turn it off? No, I need my music. Headphones. Nah, I don't like things in my ears. We don't want to hear your music. Tell management. And management's is like, don't bring this back to the store. Nah, fam, you can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna bring it anyway. The collective night crew kind of just like had like whiplash by proxy. Management's like, if you bring it in, we're gonna take it. You can try. What?
Dude,
got
why are you
fired.
even there?
He got
Of
fired the
course.
next week.
Should have been fired on the spot.
Why are
Well,
you?
he no call, no show twice that week,
Oh,
and then he
my.
came back for his next shift. He was just like, "What? You're not gonna fire me?" Like, actually, yeah, we're letting you go. Why?
See, the
How do
thing
people
was
get hired?
this is what I say during the interview process. There is enough of a leeway to go. We need bodies. This dude is good enough.
This is a body.
This is a body that is roughly competent and is good enough. Let's try it out.
Especially in lower income areas. That's how it goes. Like the places I worked back home. Oh my god. It's like going through an actual corporate selection cycle just to get a fucking low wage job. When I went to work for Target, I had to go through 3 different fucking interviews after 2 phone interviews.
What? I don't
am
doubt it for New York
serious.
because New York is serious.
Yeah, but also, like I said, Target you pay $13 an hour, and that
Yeah, my overnight back in 2012, I made $12 an hour. Back when minimum wage was still $7.25.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and Target's not that bad of a job.
Target
It's
is
actually
hands
not.
down
It's-
my favorite job that I've ever worked.
Walmart was pretty hype.
But
But I'm looking for them way up there, 18 to 22. Bruh, even just the knowledge I know now, I could get like a 24 entry K job. That's good enough for me. For now.
man, the
Well,
shit I
until
know,
I
I should be working on a much higher income
Until
job.
I get it in portfolio to actually go, hey, I've worked here for such and
Dude.
such. Pay me more.
My job, people drop like flies.
How?
They go, this job is an amazing entry job because you get put on 25 accounts. You do all these troubleshooting jobs. You get your experience, and
Yep.
then you piece the out
And get a way better job.
and get a way better job.
With the knowledge I have now, I could do that, but I want to start a little bit further
Mhm.
along.
And they say that the median middle amount of years that you work there is 2.5. That's the average.
That's
And then people just peace out.
that sounds right. Perfect. In
That's the
tech,
way to
that
do it.
sounds
Yeah,
very
no,
accurate.
that's literally tech.
Damn,
It's like Brett every year that his contract goes up, he's job hunting, and he still just hasn't found a job that pays him more for what he does better yet than the job he has in Florida. He wants the fuck out of Florida. He can't stand that fucking state.
Florida's a trash state.
But he makes
It's a
damn
dumpster state.
it's garbage.
Florida,
Absolutely
Florida
garbage.
is nice on the outside. If you just
No,
look at
it's not.
Florida,
No,
if you
it's
just
not.
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about
Okay, yeah,
Florida,
you know what?
go,
You're right.
You know what? Florida.
It's a bunch of old retired people. It's a bunch
Okay.
of young people in Miami.
It's a bunch
of
outside
beaches.
looking in. Parties outside looking in.
You'll maybe see the Rock every now and
Yeah.
again.
If you have a brochure of Florida, you're like, wow, Florida.
Yeah.
You can't
Once you-
brochure Detroit, Michigan to
can't.
nobody.
No,
You
can't.
cannot.
versus. And really, like, it is even true outside looking in. Like, the coast is basically what people think Florida is the coast.
Yeah.
All around
Miles and centuries of beaches.
the outside of Florida. The only scrap of inside that people like of Florida is Orlando. That's it. It's Disney.
Bruh.
Literally.
Daytona Beach is a dumpster.
It's terrible. I can't remember a time I didn't hate Florida because I lived there when I was so young. Like when I was 4 to 11, I lived there. And then when I left, we look, oh, you lived in Florida. That's so nice. Did you go to Miami? Miami was so cool. How about Orlando? Oh, the beach is so pretty. I'm sitting like, are you fucking stupid? This is a shithole. Nah, you're just weird. Like, no, man, Florida sucks.
You know
And
what
that
was
one-
actually a great state? Georgia.
Georgia was great.
Georgia is an
know
amazing,
what?
amazing state.
You know what? Thinking back, I didn't see too many burnt down houses, abandoned, nothing.
You don't see a bunch of trash tier people.
No,
It's just a lot of niceness, and then downtown is even nicer.
yeah. I mean, Detroit. It is what it is. I don't like it. I don't hate it. It is. But you know what? Thinking back, I really like Georgia.
Yes. That's a place for you to move for your ultimate move, not Phoenix, Arizona.
Dude, my eyes are locked on Phoenix.
You want a job in
Nobody
Phoenix?
want to live there.
Don't nobody
So freaking you
The
get a house
housing
for
market.
$36.
Do you realize how
Here's
hot
my
it gets in Phoenix?
5-bedroom mansion.
Do you realize how
I got
hot it
this
gets?
$10 in a jug of water.
You would melt.
They feed it for the stuff.
You would melt in Phoenix.
And
You
they
would
talked
not
me
make
up
it.
to the $10.
No. Phoenix is dry. Phoenix is dry, so it's fine. Dry heat is
Yeah.
fine. Humidity is
I
what
love-
sucks.
I love the heat.
I hate the heat. That's
You're
why I'm
gross.
going to
Yeah,
Maine.
heat is awful. I will exactly. Maine has always been my go.
Bro, that's my main goal.
Ah,
No
When I was a
pun
kid,
intended.
I'd be like, I
No
want to get
pun
a
intended.
job, and I want to move to Maine and just
But
live.
you
in
right
cool,
on the
constant
water.
weather.
Yes, that's the greatness.
So when
In
it
the-
gets cold,
Yes,
it's just gonna come right in
Yes!
your face.
bruh. I
That's
turn
what
on
she
the
said.
fan in 40-degree weather.
Why does it have to be two extremes? Why does it have to be the hottest place and the coldest place?
Why can't we just be in a nice 72 degree?
Hey, let's go to North Carolina or something. No, it's just like I'm going way over here. You go way over here.
Further
no joke.
cementing my average thing. I kind of like where I'm at right now. It gets a little hot, it gets a little cold.
Except your infrastructure is a dumpster fire.
Well, there's that. But I'm just saying, from a weather perspective, I kind of like a place that has everything. Nuke Florida.
Nah, kill it.
Drew, I have one goal: nuke Florida.
It needs to be like Bugs Bunny just cut off Florida.
Push it off into the sea.
But I say living in the Midwest, especially Michigan, Ohio, these surrounding areas, prepares you for everywhere you want to live in life.
I'm
in life.
sick of the snow. I'm sick of the cold.
I'm sick of the heat.
Same.
In Maine, it's gonna get like 76 degrees, and I'm just gonna be able to go to the beach.
in Arizona, the coldest is gonna get is 82.
I can't deal.
I would be miserable.
When I'm walking and I see those heat
Just
waves,
the way.
I'm just like, oh, Jesus, I'm dying.
See, that's the thing, though. Again, dry heat. All the heat you feel is just from one spot in the damn sky. It's just the sun. That's all you feel the heat from. There's no heat surrounding you because there's no fucking humidity.
Sure ain't.
That is where you get the miserableness, is the humidity. Just
Sure
because
ain't.
all the moisture around you is what's hot, and that's why you're like,
any
ugh,
heat is bad. Any heat is
Nah.
bad.
nah.
And if we're talking about extremes, I'll put on 2 pairs of socks and 2 pairs of pants and 2 jackets and 2 hats and a face mask, and you still cold.
Not
You
me
can't
now.
take off skin to get rid of heat
You can
You
put
can
on
put
a
on
hat.
clothes.
You can drink a nice cool lemonade.
and still fucking sweat.
Nah.
You
Sure.
saw me over.
What can you do to get warmer as you walking
More
around?
layers.
You already got 2 pairs of pants. You already got 2 pairs of socks. You already got the face mask and the hat. What can you do?
They have
Good.
like not heated
Those-
sweaters, but
those
some stuff.
warm
Yeah,
hats.
they have.
Yeah.
Put that on your butt.
I'd be
Thermals.
good.
I don't
Yeah,
want
I'd
to
be so good.
I
I
don't
wear
wanna
some
be-
thermals, man. I'm good.
I don't want to be the little kid from Christmas Story.
Exactly.
Just waddling out your house.
Down.
I don't need that.
Mike,
we
you
we
are
had
the
the
kid
coldest
from
day.
Christmas Story.
We had the coldest day in
not
Michigan where
wrong.
it was like wear socks or you're gonna get frostbite.
Or you're
And
gonna
I-
get frostbite.
And I had no face mask, no anything. All I needed was some gloves.
I had face mask. I had a hat all the way up to the knees. And I'm just
Looking like a ninja.
man, and it's still just like my eyes. What can I do for my eyes here?
The worst is the ears for me. I have to have my ears covered. That's the worst in the cold.
I've never had a problem with my ears.
I haven't either now that I think about it.
Yeah.
It's
The only time I've ever felt that cold sting on my ears was the day I walked home and it was negative 32 out.
The day I
That was the
remember,
worst.
I remember distinctly where it's like I never had earmuffs before, and it was the one day at one of my previous jobs where they were just having some like guests over. It was at NetJets. They were having like some kind of thing where they had a whole bunch of people that normally weren't at the office. So I had to park in the parking lot across the street. And that's when it happened to be like negative 15 degrees with, you know, another 5-degree wind chill. And I just remember walking in like, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this bullshit. Literally at work, Amazon, earmuffs, order. I think I paid for 1 day shipping too.
That would not.
Oh, they got you, Mike.
Oh, I've done the Amazon immediately stuff.
Oh, I don't think that existed yet because that was like 4 or 5 years ago. That was before Prime Now. Oh, yeah, I've definitely done Prime Now.
Deliver
for
this to my goddamn office.
Yeah, please.
I'm not leaving this building until I have headphones.
God, what? I had something in my head about weather shit, and I don't. Fuck, I
Bro,
don't
that is
remember.
the worst. DNA and I have done that or revisited where it's just like I had a point and I don't know what it was anymore.
Nosedives. By the way, I have been loving your Jinbei videos.
Bruh!
Oh.
The Jinbeis are my second favorite and it's creeping up on my favorite.
They're
for the
not
revisited.
gonna beat the golden win, but they were an insane amount of fun to do.
The immediate, this guy is a theme monster.
Oh, he's a theme monster.
I love how through this series you guys have like truly discovered that just like you don't like themes at all. At all.
It's not even that. It's when people present your entire argument based around themes.
Yeah.
Because themes can be anything. They can be proven or disproven. They could be, you know, evidence or, you know, no, this because it doesn't fit this. It's all theory, and I have no problem with that. But if your entire video of why something is good centers around themes, that means you're molding it into what you want it to be, and that's why it's good. You can't just go, oh, this character did this awesome thing, and this was awesome.
And it's narratively consistent with this, and this.
No, you just go, cause of fate, cause of racism. That's why it good.
That why?
And I'm not about that.
Out of context, that statement is.
Oh yeah, it's not good.
It's good because of racism.
Racism. That's why it good. And then I did the whole "you can't speak well" thing. That's why it good. So Twitch. But yeah, no. So the Jinbei ones were extremely fun. They're over with. We're looking for our next one already.
Well, you guys are. I've been waiting for that GT one. Where's the GT one?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. We have people that are asking for the GT one, but we also have a bunch of other ones we really want to do.
There needs to be more time in the day.
Revisited is so fun.
It's so fun.
And I work overnight, so I'll throw in one headphone and I'll listen to like a podcast or two. I'll listen to this, that, and the third, and then I'll be like, I guess I'm just running through all of Revisited again.
I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, I haven't taken a call in 30, 45 minutes. I guess I'm revisiting.
Said you guys are now running into something that I ran into, where like DA said, there's not enough hours in the day. When I was like full tilt into Let's Brew, boy, it's like you do the thing and then it's fun, and then there's the editing, and then there's all the different stuff where it's just like, fuck, man. There's a lot you gotta do for this.
That's why these fucking bigger tier people, once they can afford to, they just sell out the editing work.
Yeah, they hire editors.
But
boy,
here's the thing. Revisited is so editing like easy
yeah,
that I don't gotta worry about that.
We just gotta do it.
We
And
just gotta do
and
it.
just finding the time to sit down and do it is the hardest part, because I work those 4 days a week, but from morning to night I'm gone, and then I come home, I go to sleep, I wake up, I leave.
And here's the thing. You know you're dedicating at least 2 hours to this.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta find that time for those 2 hours. But it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, any passion project should be like that. If you find the time and that's the only thing you want to do at that time, that's when you know it's special, and you got to keep up with it.
Bad Movie Day is gonna be like that.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna introduce y'all to some awfulness.
You just got to get it scheduled. Our schedules are garbage, dude. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, also we need to since the Ruby trailer is out, we need to
We do.
Oh
Yeah.
Drew, get your schedule to us.
Yes.
Text
So,
it to us.
You
text.
heard it here first, which really you would have heard it here first in this podcast anyways. But we're going to be doing another Ruby Cast. Volume 7.
There's a lot to go over.
Part
no,
1.
right.
Because now we're
No,
just...
no.
Since we caught up on the last episode of last Ruby Cast, we're just going to do Volume 7 and then just parts for however many we do.
Yeah.
So yes, Team Karma back at it again.
Jesus Christ, there's so much to go over.
Next Wednesday, do you want to do a revisited the Good Burger one, or
Jesus, Good Burger,
or Genlock?
Oh.
Would I be able to join that if I watch?
Yeah.
You 100% would, and I want versus as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I just want to sit in on this recording and just stay muted and let's just listen to it.
I can do 2 of those. I'm good. I'm almost done with my Yoma stuff since they dragging their feet with that old bush. I'm not bitter. Who's bitter? $160 for a platinum? What? For
Dude,
freaking 3 guests? Who cares?
You bought the platinum.
Yeah, yes, I did. Because I'm like, it's Yoma. Yoma's going to bring guests. Why wouldn't they bring guests? That's silly. You silly. I'm silly.
Ooh, you got a whole bupkis coming your way.
Man, I got level 2. They're bringing guests. Oh, they're not bringing guests.
They're bringing air quotes guests.
Whoa.
Oh my
Here's
god.
cosplay.
Oh, yeah, they are bringing guests. Oh, but they're bringing these guests.
Dude, nobody is hype.
People are still hype in the Yoma stuff. It's more like to me, it's like YomaCon right now is the WWE. The casuals will always get hyped to see, Seth Rollins and all of them. But the people that understand are going, what the is going on here?
That is one of my topics if you guys want to talk about that.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't heard you guys talk wrestling in a minute.
Oh, like Bray Wyatt
let's
has
bang
been a
out the
thing,
topic.
and then they just...
Let's bang out these topics because we've got 15 minutes basically.
All right.
We killed.
Yeah, we did. I like these. I like these episodes where we just talk whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Spidey back in the MCU. Woo! And apparently
Tom Holland happy.
Tom
So is
Holland.
Venom.
We said I hate people. Tom Holland is good people. He's
Yeah.
very good people.
I'm gonna be so hurt if in 20 years he gets Me Too.
Oh my
I'm gonna
goodness.
legit
He just
cry.
turns out to be a monster.
A complete animal.
Oh,
like
no.
Matt Lauer. Whoa.
He, for those that don't know, he fucking basically
He's
heard
responsible
the
for Spidey coming back.
He's basically single-handedly responsible. He heard the fan outcry. He skipped Kevin Feige. He skipped all the people at Disney. Went straight to Bob, CEO of Disney, and just
Bob
basically
Iger.
was like, "Hey, the fans really want this." So, and just the quote that is it Eager? Bob Eager? I think it's Eager.
Bob Eager.
the quote he gave was like pre-telling stuff where it's just like, we make all these business decisions that we forget about the people that we're affecting with these decisions. So it was like, like for a CEO and the CEO of definitely one of the richest corporations.
It's the most.
It's the biggest media corporation.
Biggest media corporation in the world. To say that, it was like, okay, damn. And then like he talked to Bob Iger, and he talked to the CEO of Sony. He orchestrated it fucking all. So yeah,
when
Tom
the CEO
Holland.
of Sony comes out and goes like, yeah, no, we actually weren't going to do this, and then Holland just kind of popped off on us, and so we went, you know what? Let's see what we can do. And but because of it, apparently like Venom's can be in the MCU now, and a whole host of other Spider-Man characters that they
Spidey's gonna appear in Venom.
Yeah. But it's also vice versa. Spidey characters can now be in MCU more than they have a lot of before.
They just opened the floodgates because this dude is such a legit nice person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
I don't know if it's gonna be Tom Hardy's Venom that appears in an MCU thing, but we'll see.
At the very least, Tom Holland is going to be appearing in Sony movies. I know I read that confirmed that he will appear with Tom Hardy's Venom. Tiny bits of news. Doom Eternal got delayed until March 2020. For me, though, fucking great. Make the game good. Bethesda has a particular black spot right now due to Fallout 76 as far as releasing a game way too damn early.
Spot?
It's a black hole.
Bruh. Okay, there you go.
They just keep getting more spots.
Yeah,
it's just Detroit.
Oh, here's the nice area of the face, and then the rest.
DA, you might be interested in this. Magic the Gathering and My Little Pony are having a collab called Ponies the Galloping. I've not read about it, but I read the headline. It seemed interesting.
They are making a short-run Magic the Gathering themed My Little Pony cards.
Okay, so they're still just Magic cards.
They're Magic the Gathering cards themed after My Little Pony with My Little Pony illustrations. It's a limited time run. If you're a collector of My Little Pony based things, this might be interesting to you if you're a nerd. So
there's that.
Yeah, always good to see pony stuff branching out to other stuff, especially since it's ending.
Yep.
Yeah.
In about 2 days.
Moving on.
Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, is going to be the Avengers game. People, though,
the main character.
Yeah, she's the main character. People are also fucking butthurt because they're like, "Where's Hawkeye?" But it's the internet.
Yeah. Shut up, Kamala and Khan.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, is she like? I saw people saying she was Puerto Rican. She's Middle Eastern, right?
Yes, she's Middle Eastern.
Okay, yeah, people are being dumb. All right. There's been a bunch of different posts and leaks and photos for the Arrowverse Crisis crossover. Brandon Roth as Kingdom Come Superman looks fucking awesome.
I'm not hearing none of this.
Oh, fantastic. I've seen a bunch of the pictures on set, and I'm like, yo, I actually might watch this because it's kind of hype.
Bro, they're bringing everybody. It's
they
like
all the Warriors.
Like Smash Ultimate. We got everybody.
Except Smallville's
Michael
Lex
Rosenberg.
Luthor. Yeah, because he did not get paid enough for his liking, apparently. So he
no, that wasn't what it was. What it was they were like, "Hey, do you want to do this thing?" He was like, "Okay, send me a script." And they went, "Here, we need to know right now if you're doing this thing."
And he's like, "Y'all ain't got a script. Y'all ain't got something for me to do. Y'all want me to work for minimum money? I'm out here taking care of my grandma in a nursing home? No."
Okay.
He's gonna be there.
So
he's gonna be.
Oh, you think it's gonna be a surprise thing?
Yeah, he's gonna be.
So we shall see.
And they got one of the Batman movie Batmans, I think. Did I hear that?
No. They got
Kevin Conroy
as old Bruce.
Ridiculous.
And I think they got Mark Hamill as Joker.
Wait, what?
I don't
because
think so.
Mark Hamill played a character in Flash.
Yes,
and they
brought
did.
back.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
he played the trickster, who was basically the Joker.
So, the older trickster. So, they might bring him back for this too.
That's true. Let's see.
They got everybody.
Yeah. Birds of Prey. They had a trailer. I for a while thought this was a TV series
got one
for
of the
some
Birds
reason.
of Prey people.
Yo,
Oh yeah, from the
That-
TV
that
show,
mo-
the CW TV show.
Yes.
So yeah, the new movie trailer came out. Looks alright.
it looks
Eh,
trash.
eh,
It
looks
looks
alright.
trash.
Looks whatever.
Yeah, like
Trash.
it looks
They
alright
got
to
Mary
me.
Elizabeth, and I love her. And that's about it for that
All right,
statement.
moving on.
Keeping with the superheroes thing. Batwoman is apparently terrible.
Garbage.
And I watched it, and yo, it's real bad.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yo, it's bad.
Oh, this is beautiful.
It's trash.
The Ruby Rose
I read
one.
a review and whoo, yeah. I read a review and oh my god.
It real bad.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Not good because people deserve to have the things they love be
This
good.
ain't it. Moving
But
on.
no more bat people.
Moving on.
Has anyone seen Gemini Man?
No.
No. Has anyone
Heard
seen
it-
Joker?
Heard it real bad.
No, boy, no.
I'm gonna
What?
be
Gemini Man real bad?
Real bad.
Oh, I gotta go see
Yep.
it then.
so.
Oh, that's a go time for your boy.
yeah.
I'm going to see Joker Sunday, and I need a movie to see before Joker. That might be it.
So
I'm
I'm
not
definitely gonna
gonna
go
get
see
to it.
Joker this weekend too, so we can talk about it next week. All right. That's about all the main news that I had.
Blizzard in
unless I-
China.
Oh yeah. Wow, I didn't write that down. Yeah. So for those that don't know, Blizzard, due to a Hearthstone player, saying freedom for Hong Kong on an actual official Blizzard live stream, banned him from the Hearthstone League, took away his prize winnings, and banned him for a year. And people obviously up
Banned
in
the
arms.
casters too.
They
they-
fired the casters.
They fired the casters. So people obviously up in arms because it's like, hey, freedom of speech, America. They're trying to protect their Chinese interests. I actually have a coworker who is big into Blizzard, who, because he's very much a freedom dude, he's like, yep, I uninstalled WoW, I uninstalled everything. Fuck them. I was like, okay, you stick by your principles, dude. But China and companies have been a thing recently just because the Rockets, one of their executives said something and then took away the tweet. Then the NBA was just like, hey, sorry about what he said, but we ain't gonna, people can say what they want. We're not gonna, police that here. And so China is removing sponsors from, or Chinese companies are removing sponsorship from the NBA. Obviously, there's stuff with Blizzard. Bunch of stuff with China right now because of the, very,
Revolution.
very, very big political.
Oh,
climate
you
stuff.
managed to delete your account? Was that before or after they made it impossible to delete your account? Because they just did that too. They deactivated all means for you to authenticate your identity to delete your account
Where? For what?
on BattleNet.
Oh, I have no clue. He did it
I'm
literally
talking-
the day
'cause-
after.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to Drew too, because no, that's a thing. It's making the rounds and it's real. They've made it hard to authenticate your identity so you can actually delete your account.
Interesting.
Requires 4 different ways, and still doesn't go through.
Okay. So yeah,
Blizzard
that is a huge thing. They've made a statement. Blizzard says that we're looking into the situation and analyzing what we should do. Corporate of
Yeah, it's like
processing.
what do you expect when you accept so much money from a totalitarian state? It's just this was always going to happen.
It's not only just accepting money; it's that Chinese market.
Yeah.
They want that untapped hashtag
Yeah.
untapped Chinese market.
Yeah, right
But what's
now.
funny is if they actually allowed, these Chinese revolutions things to happen and let China go democratic, that's even more money in their pocket.
Or
They're
no.
playing the short rather than the long game, which is terrible business structure. But
Well,
go
I
you.
mean, right now this is just Hong Kong, which is one little place versus
The
China.
democratic movement in China has been ramping up strongly over the past 5 years because the government has been getting increasingly more abusive.
Okay.
So, this is a symptom of the bigger issue.
Yeah. Yeah, right now too, someone had released some statistics as far as Blizzard's profit margins over
Mhm.
by
It's
region,
mostly China.
and Southeast Asia in total, not just China, but Japan,
Mhm.
Korea, what have you, is 12%.
Yeah.
So that's not a lot. In the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot. If they were to eliminate last year's the profits they made from Southeast Asia from last year's profits, they would have been equal to what they made in 2016.
Yep.
So like
Yep.
they could if they really wanted to and weren't money grubbing,
could.
but they're a corporation. So
Yep. Very greedy.
Okay. All right. Now we can talk about the two things I have are
Nope.
WWE.
There was still PS5.
Oh, fuck. I wrote it in the description. I didn't write it in my fucking little sheet.
Mike.
It's been 2 weeks. PS5. They announced mostly just specs. The big things were backwards compatibility, which is a big thing that people want. Faster load times, built-in ray tracing, 4K Blu-ray player, and then the controller has a lot of customization, including adaptive triggers. A lot of it is very similar to the Project Scarlet announcement.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm basically as excited.
The graphics card in the PS5 is going to be ridiculously powerful. They have a Ryzen 5 custom build kit in it, and it's outshining Xbox.
Yeah, but like the big thing with me is like I can hear those specs and be like, oh yeah, that's good. But like the same way I felt with Project Scarlet, it's the same way I feel right now, where it's like until
of course.
I see the box and see games on it, I'm not going to be like as hype.
Oh no, agreed.
So that's just me. But yeah, we're depending on if they're at E3, the Influencer Expo.
Am I an influencer? Because I'm going to E3.
Yeah, you are now.
Really?
You can start making influencer Instagram posts now.
You can make them connections, fam.
Yeah.
My goal is to get my YouTube channel back popping, my fighting game one, so I can get invited to the next NRS event. Because I would #Big Mad. I missed the MK11 invite when 2 Michigan dudes next to me is getting it. Who's still playing the game? Me. Where they at, NRS?
Okay. So the other two things I have are WWE and AEW, just because AEW is now on TV.
AEW?
Yes.
All Elite Wrestling.
Okay.
For anybody that is not a wrestling fan, I'm going to go through AEW real quick so we can rant about WWE before we peace out.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody that is not a wrestling fan, AEW is well worth the watch. Even if you only watch the second episode of it, that's all you need. Watch the second episode of AEW.
You know, I always just sort of poke my head in to see what AEW is doing. Always just try to keep up on the news. I always 100% of the time see what Orange Cassidy is doing.
Orange Cassidy is hype. He was there for 5 seconds last episode, and he got the biggest.
He's getting the most out of literally the least.
For anybody that doesn't know Orange Cassidy, he's just a wrestler who wears like a whole blue jeans setup and keeps his hands in his pocket and then just does thumbs up every now and then.
He's a very lethargic wrestler, so he'll just like lazily kick people. He does so little work.
He did a lazy suicide dive. It was just like,
he sort of falls back. He gets so much out of so little. And it's amazing.
And he's going to be there next episode. And the other thing about AEW is not everybody appears on every show. So you get a chance to see such and such this week. You may not see them the week after, and you may see them the week after that. So you get a chance to showcase even the lower tier people because the mid people aren't going to be here this week.
Yeah.
Like the person that went for the women's title. Yeah, giving actual breaks too. So they can go do whatever indie stuff they want to do, or if they just want to relax at home, whatever. AEW is amazing. Watch the second episode. TNT put them up. I think they're going to put up the first 5 episodes the day after. It should be on TNT website right now. Watch the second episode of AEW. It features one of the greatest wrestling matches I've seen in the past 5 years as the opening match. And Jericho cut a promo that was legit one of the best promos I've heard.
Huh.
So yeah, AEW, WWE. They don't know what they're
The
doing.
dream is over.
The dream is over.
They get something so right, but then they get it equally wrong.
What did they get right?
Kofi winning. That win was perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
You could not change a single thing about that and make it better.
He won clean, no New Day interference against Daniel Bryan.
What can you do to make his loss worse? If Brock farted on him?
It was legit.
Man!
7 seconds.
7 seconds, roll out the ring, you're done.
Here comes the actual top dudes. Get out of here.
And
they're trying to bring in. I saw Cain Velasquez, who
Yes.
looks terrible. His
he
arms.
does not.
It looks like he was made in a character creator for WWE to be purposely shitty looking.
Just body model too.
Yeah. With just
He just looks like some dude.
just like big ass waist and just noodle arms.
And it's these goofy tattoos.
Like he looks
now, make no mistakes. Make no mistake, dude's an actual killer. He could murder people.
Yes.
But come on.
He don't got the look.
He is not in the shape that he was in the MMA, in the UFC. And like the I saw like the whole thing. It's like the whole angle. It's like he's the one who beat Brock for his world heavyweight championship in the UFC. It's like, and
Who cares? This is a scripted show. They can do whatever they want, and they choose to do this.
There's no reason why they should have just had Kofi done that. That makes all the people that he's fought worthless these past 6 months worthless. He didn't get a single piece of offense. He fought Brock like 4 years ago at sort of like a televised house show called Beast of the East. Match went on for like 4 or 5 minutes. He got some offense in. Now all of a sudden, as the champion, he can't, and he just gets beaten almost instantly. Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, he gets attacked viciously before the match. He continues the match, survives several F5s, and wins. Kofi can't do that.
Kofi can't survive. And F5.
And
literally the only move he took. And F5. And he's out of here.
so why? It's like I said to BG. No matter who's winning, no matter who's on top, you always got to go, yeah, but Brock Lesnar.
Mhm.
Brock Lesnar could beat him. Oh, Samoa Joe versus Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. He ruins so much. He's not fun to watch. He doesn't care. How many people have come out and gone, Brock Lesnar don't care about y'all. Stop cheering him. Boo.
Any
Where's my
reaction
Suplex
is good
City
for
shirt?
Vince.
Bruh, it's the one.
You could boo him, but the louder the boos, the more Vince is like, it's working. The
No,
louder
no.
you cheer, it's
No.
working.
They boo the person that says don't like Brock Lesnar.
They boo that person. They perpetually cheer Brock.
I don't know why.
It doesn't matter if he's a face or a heel. Because he's positioned as the top guy.
And everybody always says his matches feel different.
They don't.
His matches feel boring.
The matches feel different because he don't sell. He just don't care.
He sends it. He doesn't sell anything. He just
just gonna-
fucking shells it out.
I'm just gonna quote a little show I like to call Revisited. He appears to be the biggest and the strongest. So that's why people like him.
Strong. Him big strong. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
Revisited is so good. I don't give a shit. But yeah, that's why people like him. It's because him big strong.
And we need to get out of that mentality.
You have some of the greatest wrestlers on your roster right now.
Cesaro is big and strong. He's got a good look. Mike skills or whatever. But he's legit top 5 wrestlers in the world. Dude hasn't held a title in like 2 years. He's fighting on main event against Zack Ryder. You can't give him nothing? It's ridiculous. So you can't use the him big strong. Cesaro big strong and he's amazing.
He's big, strong, and an actual wrestler. He's doing amazing things. not 78 suplexes.
And I've just been so sick of Brock for like 4 years. Cena,
Yeah.
you say whatever you want about Cena. Cena turned it around.
He tried. No matter what you say, you can never say Cena didn't care.
Cena didn't care. Cena, at the end of his career, he got people behind him. It used to be like 90-10. Now it's legit like 50-50. And then you got people that are just going, hey, Cena sucks just to have the fun. But then it's just like, oh, wait, this dude is trying. And he's actually pretty good now that he's trying. But Brock, you don't have that. He's just in there, just on rails, going through the motions, suplex, F5, punch, done. Constantly, over and over and over again. And I'm so sick of it. And I've been sick of it for years.
The sad thing, too, is at his start, he had some really good matches.
Yes. And okay, when he first came in, he had some really good matches because he was doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. Even when he came back, he was doing a lot of MMA stuff. It was a lot of holds and stuff, but he was still doing a lot of work wrestling stuff. And then he said Suplex City bitch one time, and now he's just Suplex Man. I said this to DA. Scott Steiner was Suplex Man, and everybody hated him. He had a match with Triple H where he did like 14 belly to bellies, and everyone hated it. Why is this different?
Because Brock's
Scott Steiner is a lot more charismatic than Brock as well.
The big bad booty daddy,
Freakzilla.
He couldn't get it done. But Brock Lesnar, you're going to be paying me more money, can get it done.
Now, hear me out. Brock Lesnar doesn't look like his muscles have tumors.
Now, Scott Steiner legit looks like his muscles are going to explode from him at every second.
Yes.
I'll grant you that. But isn't that his charm?
Isn't that part of what makes Scott Steiner Scott Steiner?
He looks like he just forced a basketball into a sock.
He's got these arms up, and it's just like in Popeye, where it's like muscles constantly building.
You know what? Yes. Wow. You know what? Hold on. We can't be the first people to have thought of this. Hold on. Let's do some Scott.
The muscles are a muscle man flexing. That's what Scott Steiner is, and it's lovely.
It's fantastic.
Let's see.
Lesnar has none of that.
Internet, you disappoint me.
So yeah, it's big bad.
Well, the other thing is Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah. So in 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. From Friday to Sunday, they ruined 2 of their top people. They ruined Kofi with
3. Seth.
Oh yeah, Seth is through.
Why would you cheer for this dude now?
One,
they were booing this out of him while he was doing his move. They don't want this no more. They wanted this dude, and you've taken that away from him.
So they had a Hell in a Cell match, which is a no disqualification match. It is Hell in a Cell. And they DQ Seth Rollins. And then they go, oh, no. It was a medical stoppage by the ref. For what? Bray Wyatt brought out an even bigger hammer.
Comical.
Hit Seth, and the ref just went, keep it going. Bray gets hit with a smaller hammer, and the ref goes,
covered by a bunch of chairs.
Can't do that. We're out of here.
Ding, ding, ding.
They couldn't stop it for Bray because ref stoppage counts as a submission, really. So he would have won the title. If you don't want the title on Bray right now, do not book the match. And then the ref, before Seth hits him, says,
No, Seth, this isn't
who you are.
This isn't who you are. No, Seth.
What are we doing?
Dude, don't why? What's
Don't
the
give in
purpose
to
of
the
that?
dark side, Seth.
It's like the ref that went, Cena.
No, John. Think of your legacy.
Think of your legacy. What are you talking about? This is terrible. So now the Fiend looks like Seth looks like and Kofi looks like so you can go into Crown Jewel and say Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman versus dude I don't know.
Hashtag some box. Why should we want to watch this? Why should I ever be interested in anything that Kofi again?
You don't have to be. It's over.
The Fiend laid down for quite a while as Seth beat him. He's done.
Technically, this is a win for Seth Rollins.
Seth hit like 13 curb stomps. Crowd just booing. They didn't want that.
Because what they didn't want was Seth Rollins beating the Fiend. And when the Fiend kicked out at 1, they went, holy nothing's gonna put this guy down. This is gonna happen. And then WWE went, no good. Stop the match.
So Seth was not on Raw. So
He couldn't be.
but he's gonna be on SmackDown facing Roman Reigns. So WWE's like, you can't boo both of them, baby. Y'all gonna watch this?
Wow.
How do you get hyped for the Fiend?
How? He's basically been defeated.
They built him up super strong too, right?
They absolutely months and months. Him coming out randomly and just destroying people.
Destroying legends.
Braun Strowman is like, he's like, if Brock is 100, he's a 90. He's that much of a monster. We're just like, oh, he's like Prime Kane. Where you're like, oh, you gotta fight Kane. You might be able to beat him, but the chances are you're gonna get destroyed. He's like that. So he came out and he just hit him with a mandible claw, laid him out, easy. So you just go, oh, he beat Braun Strowman, so that means he's on a tier above him. It's easy transitive property type stuff. But apparently WWE doesn't care about that.
WWE has been handed gold twice by Bray Wyatt. And they dropped it in the dirt twice.
That sounds about right.
Just into a pile of cow manure.
Vince is old and senile and just needs to get away.
But he's not going to. Because then, even when the XFL comes, and it's coming, people. Don't you dare forget.
Bruh. Yeah, so he's going to have 2 things on his plate. 8 facts about employment.
Yes. I'll pick 3.
76% of resumes are discarded for having an unprofessional email address. What the? Are they serious?
Wow.
Are people seriously live like Booty Clapper 69?
No, but one of my email addresses is like School of 06, SKOOL of 06.
That's fine.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's not.
No, it's not.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
So
but you know you not to use that.
Yeah, I use my Al Smith 88 or Al Smith 24.
Yeah, like Ralph's is like Yankees fan something or other.
Nope.
That would even probably
That's not my professional email.
Yeah, I was about to say even that would probably be considered like nope.
No, my normal it's my name. It's the same one I used for my school like work and everything. My professional email is vastly different.
Yeah.
The Yankees fan one is just the ones that I give out for like the low tier shit.
Spam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Get good, people.
Get good. So actually, I'm going. Well, I'm gonna say one little thing first. These past couple weeks have been a little bit of a thing for me. One of my very good friends actually passed away due to cancer. 2 Mondays ago at this point. So I just want to give a general message to people, just because world's kind of fucking crazy right now with
Kinda.
Turkey and China and all this different stuff. Just, Love each other.
America.
Keep your friends close. Yeah, America as well. Just, love each other. Keep your friends close. Appreciate the time you have, just because you kind of don't know. You really don't know when something might happen. So, a little somber note. Yep, a little somber note, but yeah. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Pep up, pep up. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.